Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Willy Part 2. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done something like this, but I figured, okay, it's my birthday, so I'm going to make myself some food. I'm going to make what I call comfort food. For me, comfort food is hunky food. Hunky is like American slang word for somebody of Slavic descent, Slovak, Polish, stuff like that. So, I'm a hunky, mostly. So I'm going to make me some hunky food the Pennsylvania way. So there's actually very few ingredients. Most important is butter. Going to need a ton of butter. Probably the second most important thing you want to get yourself is a cabbage. This is actually a pretty small cabbage, but I'm only going to use half of it. So I'm going to be making cabbage and noodles, number one. Use some homemade noodles from the local Mennonite store back home. Made these noodles themselves. Then I'm going to have some sauerkraut and kielbasa. The kielbasa I got from the grocery store. It's just regular like Polish kielbasa. And then this is actually homemade sauerkraut, real homemade sauerkraut. My parents like to can vegetables and stuff like that. And sauerkraut is really just pickled cabbage in a way, so I mean, some more cabbage. And then the third dish is pierogies. These are store-bought, although we do make our own during the holidays back home. And an onion to go with the pierogies, and probably throw some in the cabbage noodles as well. Cabbage noodles we also call halushki. Cabbage noodles is also called halushki, so I'll probably call it that, just so you don't get confused. First thing we're going to do is prep. Got my Pioneer Woman branded knife. We're going to sharpen this bad boy. Okay, so we're going to start with our onion. In half like that. 2 fingers down. The knuckle acts as a guard to protect the rest of your fingers so you don't cut yourself. Now, strong grip. Let the knife do the work. Just look at that. Amazing slices of onion. Yes, I'm aware that my cutting board is effing tiny, but so is the amount of space I have in this kitchen, so. See, I like to dice them up, but not too small. I actually like chunkier onions. You know, we're not putting these on hot dogs. We're not putting these on hot dogs. I mean, we're frying these bad boys. I was actually expecting to cry more, but I'm doing alright. Alright, that's it. Got a bowl full of onions. It's a lot of onion. We're not going to use it all, but I'm going to save some for later, obviously. It's not very finely chopped. It's pretty chunky, which is good, because they actually fry nicer whenever they're all different shapes and sizes. That's just my opinion, though. Make sure you wash off your cutting board. Next up is the star of the dish, the cabbage. I'm just going to go like this, kind of go at an angle from the base of the cabbage, hold it up and down and go. Pull out that heart. There she is. 2 ways into squares. Now we're not making coleslaw. We want nice strips of cabbage. Substantial. I don't want them all cut up all small. Okay, this might be too much cabbage. It's actually more than can all fit on the plate. But that's fine. I mean, stuff actually substantially shrinks whenever you fry it, so. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is we're gonna prep our kielbasa sauerkraut. Preheat the oven to, let's say, 300. Crack open a can of sauerkraut with the boys. Smells good. I was about to hold it to the camera for you to smell it, but you can't smell it. I mean, it's a video. It's a shame they never invented smell-o-vision. Feel like the technology maybe could be there. There just wasn't the market demand for it. Got to make sure we drain off the juice. Now, you're going to use the juice to actually cook the kielbasa for you, so you don't want to get rid of all the juice. I'm just going to cut up this kielbasa. Easy open. My butt. Look at that boy. Let's chop her up. I'm gonna make like chunks. Maybe like, I don't know, what, like 2 inches maybe? Stuff is so good cold. Okay, so now we got the kielbasa in there with the sauerkraut. I'm just going to pop that in the oven and put a cover on it. We'll check that and say, we'll go 5 minutes. Next thing we're going to start up is the pierogies. These are just frozen, so I'm going to boil them until they're pretty well cooked, and then I'm going to fry them with some onions. It's a brand new pan. I bought it just for this purpose. They're in there, covered up to the top with water. We're just going to turn them on. Yes, I am turning the correct knob. The knob on the right controls the burner on the left, and the knob on the left controls this burner. Yeah, it's backwards, you know. We're just going to turn that up and let that boil. Okay, so now I got the noodles on the back burner there. We're just going to watch them, make sure they don't overboil, because this is not a big enough saucepan for all those noodles, so I'm going to have to watch them. I'm going to take half a stick of butter and melt it here in the pan. And that's where we're going to fry our cabbage. Now, I'm going to be frying stuff, so the smoke alarm might go off. Just a warning. There's nothing I can really do about it. I cleaned out the stove so that it wouldn't, you know, have anything on there to burn. But we'll see. There's always the risk of that whenever you're frying anything. I'm going to check in on the kraut and kielbasa, which is probably just now starting to warm up. Oh yeah, she's got a long way to go. Give me, say, 15 minutes, I'll look at it again. This is also a Pioneer Woman brand pan. I don't even watch that show, but I do like that she's from Montana. Now I'm going to start throwing this cabbage in now that the butter's mostly melted. Now as it cooks down, we're going to add more cabbage in. There we go, that's the sound I like to hear. By the way, I don't normally eat butter like this. This is a special occasion. This is some of my Hunky comfort food, so let's just say I usually use like olive oil or margarine, but today's a special occasion. It's my 25th birthday. Give me a break. So when it starts to actually cook like that, that's the sound you want to hear. Then you can actually start to season it. There's only 3 spices. I mean, you go very easy on seasoning with this kind of cooking. Salt and pepper and paprika. This is a Hungarian paprika. Zayat is actually an Arabic brand, but They make pretty good spices. Now for me, I like a lot of salt and a lot of pepper, so I'm just going to be liberal. And just like wax it on with that paprika. Look at that nice red color going. Then, when you get that fried up, mix it up. Mix some seasonings in. Get it mixing with the butter. You're going to get like a nice orange kind of grease. That's how you know you're on the way. Now this isn't necessarily perfectly orthodox, but I'm going to throw some onions in here to fry with the cabbage. See, it's already cooking down a lot, so I'm going to add more in. Go ahead and put some more butter in. I'm going to go ahead and check in on the Boston sauerkraut, which smells amazing. Oh my gosh. That is exactly what you want kielbasa to smell like. Look at that. Getting nice and moist in there. Yeah, it's going to take quite a bit longer. Maybe I'm going to turn the oven up to 350. Well, I'm an idiot, and apparently I had the burner for the pierogies turned off. I mean, it's not entirely my fault when the knobs are freaking backwards, but whatever. So this is going to take a little extra time. It's fine. And just like that, all the cabbage is in. I'm just going to cover it mostly with foil, just to help retain some of that water. See, there you go. There's that orange grease that you're looking for. Here, get a good look at that. It's still only about half cooked. That's going to take a while longer. But we're getting there. Noodles are looking actually pretty good. Like, they don't actually look like they need that much more time, which is fine. You know, we don't need the noodles done at the exact same time as the Willy. It's better to have the noodles done ahead of time. Let's go ahead and test one of these babies. Not cooked nearly enough. This is actually like extremely stressful, knowing that this is being recorded. I mean, I can edit out anything that I don't want you to see, but nevertheless, I'm still like, calm down. It's just the people on YouTube. If they didn't like you, they wouldn't still be watching. There she goes. By the way, this is not like a how-to cook guide. This is like a documentary of me cooking, basically. Oh yeah, let's get salty. So you gotta be freaking liberal with that pepper, man. You gotta be super liberal. You gotta be Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez with that pepper. Holy crap. I've been recording for 46 minutes. My bowl of onions. Just eat them raw. I'm not really that big a fan of onions. I don't dislike them though. They're pretty good. Better for cooking, for sure, than raw. You ever get raw onions in a salad? I mean, I don't like salad, but I guess they're good on hot dogs. But definitely better fried and sauteed. Damn it! I should have known this was going to happen. Like, I should have just freaking taken it out of the wall. Cabbage is pretty much ready. Them noodles back there are pretty much ready. And it looks like the pierogies are about ready to be turned down too. So we got everything on low heat or off. Let me test the metal of one of these pierogies here. Oh yeah, look at that. When it starts to want to squish out, you know it's good. Okay, phase 2, at last. Didn't expect that to take like an hour, but it did. Gonna drain these noodles. I don't actually own a strainer. I just kind of put the lid partially on and tilt it. And tilt the saucepan, so... Yeah, I know it's a little ghetto, but that's okay. I mean, why pay for a strainer whenever you can just tilt the pot with the lid on it, slightly off of it, you know? Just kind of pour out the little edge there. Now we're going to take half a butter, put it in them noodles there, boy, and just let that be. Put the cabbage back there for now. It's pretty much done. Like I just did fried cabbage alone. Now, gonna get another pan involved here. Okay, looks like the pierogies are strained. Time to check up on our kraut. Oh my gosh. Now it's onion frying time. Just tons of onions. See, you want the noodles to where you could just eat them on their own. It's just like butter noodles. Plain though, no salt or anything. You're gonna have plenty of salt in your cabbage. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It's just divine. It's like steamed cabbage with like a ton of melted butter. It's just like, oh, look at it, look at it. Oh. Now you saw how much cabbage I started with, so see how much it cooks down. I mean, it really cooks down, which is good because then you can make more in a smaller pot, in a smaller pan. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me. That's either done or damn near done. See, looking at all these pierogies, I'm actually starting to think maybe I want more. Maybe I want more onions. Yes, I'm licking the flipper, okay? I'm the only one. I'm cooking for myself. I think I kind of cut myself with the knife when I was cutting up onions. But then, I think I burnt the same cut in the oven on that pan. So, two little minor cooking injuries kind of combined and sealed up that cut real nice. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez with the pepper. I mean, really, why am I even bothering with the effing shaker? Salt. And just a little paprika, not a lot like you did with the halushi. So this stuff is basically cooked and finished, and it's just waiting on everything else to finish. Okay, now put the butter in the pierogies. These onions are looking just about cooked enough to where I like them. Yeah, that's fine for me. Okay, now, see that? Dump them right in, right on top of the pierogies. And now the fun begins. Okay, this is the last of the butter, I swear it. I'll put some in here. Just, why not? I mean, jeez. Oh yeah, thyme. Definitely need to get you some thyme. Don't want to run out of time, you know. Always want to have some time left. But yeah, definitely want to have time. Okay, I think this is a little too much time. You see how the pierogies are? I overboiled them a little bit, so they're a bit busted up here and there. But make sure you stay well hydrated while you're cooking. It's tough business. It's gonna be amazing how much I cut out of this. Like, I've already filmed like nearly an hour and a half of footage. It's gonna be fun to edit. By the way, I am actually doing this on my birthday, but it's not coming out for a couple days at least. I would like to emphasize that I don't eat like this all the time. As a matter of fact, I pretty much never eat like this. It's a special occasion, okay? I wouldn't recommend that anybody eat like this. Honestly, not even once. But let me make sure I have all the right burners on. Yes. Do you see this? I mean, are you looking at this right now? These fried onions and pierogies with salt and pepper and butter. I mean, we're talking simple. We're talking very few ingredients. Cheap ingredients. I guess that's the whole theme. I guess that's kind of the whole theme of Hunky style food is few ingredients, cheap ingredients. Dough, potatoes, cabbage, cheap meat. Stuff that a peasant in Eastern Europe would, or Central Europe would have access to. You know, we're not getting all fancy, okay? We're not gonna go crazy. All right, we're not gonna use any creme fraiche, okay? Bacon, I mean, a lot of people nowadays in America, when they make like cabbage and noodles, they'll put bacon in it. I don't really do that, but it's good, it's decent. You can also put kielbasa in there with it, but I'm doing a kielbasa with a sauerkraut, and that's honestly, that's enough meat for me. And actually, even cheap meat is expensive for a food item. But I think we're just about done cooking. I can't wait to put together a plate. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am so hyped. Now, normally you would actually mix the noodles with the cabbage instead of keeping them separate like this. But I actually don't own a pot that's large enough for both of these. You're pretty much looking at every piece of stove cookware that I own. So I don't have that. I'm just leaving them separate, which I mean is fine too. But another good way to do that is to do the pierogies or the sauerkraut is in a crock pot. Excellent cabbage right on top of them noodles. Oh yeah, boy. I get these pierogies. Alright, let's get involved with this here. I mean, come on, look at this. This is heaven on earth. Oh my lord, in heaven this is all they serve. Sauerkraut and kielbasa. Get a couple more chunks here. Oh. Okay. Oh, I realized I still had the fan on. Okay. A little more pepper. And a little more salt. My tongue is incredibly salty. I will probably eat too much sodium in my life. Okay. So here you go. Fan-stinkin-tastic. Look at that plate. I mean, you got your cabbage noodles here. You got your got your pierogies. You got your sauerkraut and kielbasa. And this is a true Slovak American, Polish American, whatever you want to call it, hunky type dish. Just through and through, this kind of thing you get at like a church picnic or something. It's just absolutely. I can't speak enough on how this cuts to my soul. This particular plate here. There were a couple other foods that I wish I could have made. So do stuffed cabbages in tomato sauce. Those are called harupkas. And I don't know how to make those, so I didn't make them. But I would have. This is just all the simpler stuff that I know how to make. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Holy freaking butter. I mean, jeez. Just in case you weren't keeping count, we use 3 sticks of butter. And honestly, that's pretty much moderate. You could do less. Obviously, if you were concerned about the health value of this, you probably wouldn't be eating this food at all. I mean, the whole purpose is the butter. But you could actually put more if you wanted to. I mean, it's not really nothing really against that. But guess you're gonna have to take a picture of it to send to people to show off. More than 80 Polish towns have declared themselves LGBTQ free zones. Cool. Oh yeah, there's some good snaps there. Nice. Okay. Almost time for the taste test. Start with the cabbage and noodle. Sauerkraut. Oh, it's popping. Kielbasa. So many good memories being a kid. Oh man. Mom make this stuff for me all the time. This is Pennsylvania food right here for, well, Pennsylvania Slovak food. I mean, I'm sure various Slavic peoples from all around America eat food like this. Ooh, I like pierogies when they're all soft like that. You know what? As a matter of fact, I got some fresh sour cream for the pierogies. Trust me, I'm not gonna eat like this all the time. If I did, I would still be 260 pounds. Man, screw that, I'd be 400 pounds. Oh my gosh. This is like, it's just made my day. Yeah, I'm sitting on the stool, by the way. I didn't just like shrink half a foot, just so you know. Ooh, look at this, kielbasa. I can't describe to you. Okay, I'll try. Okay, I'll try to describe to you. Incredibly rich. Spicy thanks to all the paprika I used, but that's how I like it. Freaking butter. Very buttery. A lot of butter and dough, you know. It's very, very rich, you know. It's savory as all hell. Oh man, I could literally eat hunky food like this all day, every day. I don't know why I'm so into it. I'm proud of my heritage, I guess. Such go. It's actually, I tell people it's Ukrainian because I don't really feel like explaining it, but it's technically not Ukrainian. It's Carpatho-Rusin, which is a very small minority ethnic group, also just called Rusin. Live in the central Carpathian Mountains. sort of the very, very western end of Ukraine, easternmost Slovakia, a little bit into Poland, and also a little bit into Hungary. Around that area where all those 4 countries come together. They are a separate ethnic group. They even speak their own special language. And they're not Orthodox like Ukrainians. They're not Roman Catholics like Polish or Hungarian people are. They're their own special kind of Catholic. They're Eastern Catholic. Former Orthodox that converted to Catholicism whenever the Austro-Hungarian Empire took over their land. But they let them keep, like, they're basically, it's fundamentally is still an Orthodox church in its liturgy and its practice, but it is Catholic by name. It's called Greek Catholic or Byzantine Catholic, probably a more accurate name for it, Byzantine Catholic, but you'll hear Greek Catholic as well. When I was a kid, the church I went to had a service book that you'd go through every day, and it would be like translated into 2 sides. One side would be English, the other side would be Slovak. That's my background, and I'm damn proud of it. Of course, I also got English, a little Irish, Scottish, some who knows what here and there, supposedly some Cherokee Indian. I got all kinds of other little things here and there, but I mean, that's Sachko last name. You just can't get away from it. You're a freaking hunky. You might as well be proud of it. Thanks for watching. I have no idea how long this video is going to end up being. Probably like 30 minutes maybe. But I definitely came close to getting like an hour and 45 minutes of footage, so it's going to be basically like watching a movie just to edit this down. Have a nice day. Or maybe, if you're not too scared of butter, you could try to recreate what I did. It's really very simple. And try and use bigger cookware as well, so you can actually, fit the food in, so you can cook the noodles and properly, and not have it spill out all over the floor. I mean, it's not that much of a mess down there. I just sweep it up. Peace. Okay, I actually do need to go and lay down for a little bit. Oof. Well, this is unfortunate, but not a complete disaster. I do have a mat on the floor.